Story 1. There is a gorilla at the Cincinnati Zoo. You must protect him. Story 2. Being introverted is not a character flaw you need to fix. Learn to adapt to it instead of trying to fight it. This will save you a lot of time and money in the long run. Story 3. Tell your best friend you love him. He is going to die in a few years. Story 4. You will find your love story only after you learn to love yourself. Story 5. You have autism. Get help. 40 is a difficult time to find out, as so much of life has gone by and too many decisions have been made. Story 6. You cannot have a pixie cut because your hair is too thick. You will look like a hedgehog for 6 months. Story 7. When you are 38, be prepared to answer a hypothetical question about your 16-year-old self for a group of strangers on the internet. Story 8. Stop drinking soda and learn to eat healthy now. Go for a light run of 2 or more miles at least 4 times a week. Save and invest money as soon as you have a decent job. When it comes to women, just talk to them with zero expectations and listen to them. That last one is probably the hardest when you are going through puberty. Story 9. Your parents are difficult. You are going to be okay, but it is okay not to trust them. Do not force yourself to. They are manipulating you. Do not worry too much about this. You will find others who are more reliable to provide some short-term support here and there. You are resilient and very smart, and you will get through all of this. I love you, kid. You are awesome. Also, please eat more vegetables and try to get some good protein. Story 10. Do not pop those pimples. Ignore what your mother is telling you and instead go to a dermatologist. Also, do not worry about expectations and do not be afraid. Story 11. You are not bad at tasks. You have attention deficit hyperactivity disorder that nobody has noticed. Story 12. Pick up an instrument, do sports, pursue higher education in the field you are interested in, and earn a degree. Give your best to help others flourish. Be a mentor. Value true friends and let go of false ones. Above all, enjoy the show. Your ticket is valid for only one ride. Story 13. Do not expose yourself in front of the entire music class because you were feeling aroused. Story 14. Be patient. Also, floss your teeth. People will tell you that your school years do not matter and are not worth caring about. They are wrong. These years matter to you, and there is no shame in that. Story 15. You will have an opportunity to throw a pint glass at one of your worst bullies on the night of January 18th, 1995. You chickened out because you wanted to be seen as the better person. Forget that. Throw that pint glass, knock that person out, and save yourself 6 months of severe bullying that made you want to give up. It will not matter in the end. He might have the looks and guitar skills to impress girls, but he will end up unhappy and alone in his small council house in 2024 because his wife finally had enough and moved back to the United States. Do it. Throw the glass. Story 16. That girl really likes you. Stop being a coward and ask her out. Story 17. Do not date the 21-year-old. You are not mature for your age. Story 18. Try new things and do not be afraid to fail. That is how you grow. Story 19. Buy Bitcoin. Mine Bitcoin. Sell in steps at $1,000, $10,000, $30,000, and $60,000. Invest in a number of initial public offerings from the early 2000s, such as Google. Be more active in helping dear old dad build the family business. Buy and hoard Toyota Supra, Honda NSX, Mazda RX-7, 1980s and 1990s gated manual Ferraris and Lamborghinis, as well as old Porsches while prices are low and they are out of style. Hold until the nostalgia boom in the 2020s. Keep one of each. Story 20. This is so hard. I have done so many embarrassing things. But if I had changed anything, would I be where I am today? Happy, in love with life, family, and my situation? Not sure. I feel like that is a grandfather paradox thing. Story 21. Leave your eyebrows alone and do not turn down the University of Pennsylvania Doctor of Philosophy program for that intoxicated predatory individual. Story 22. Do not go to college. Do not drink alcohol. Leave the state and leave the country if you see an opportunity. Story 23. Please lock the doors when you leave. Save me the embarrassment. Story 24. Don't wait to go to college. Your grade point average of 2.3 does not stop you, and now you have a grade point average of 3.7 with your college paid for because of it. Keep working, put money into a high-yield savings account. I know it does not feel like it will pay off, but you would have made me thousands by now. Story 25. I probably would not listen anyway. A lot of the advice I would give myself was basically extended to me at the time, and I ignored it. Story 26. You marry a big titty goth chick. Congratulations. Also, actually brush your hair. Story 27. Do not make decisions on your own. Your parents know better. Enjoy your life. Story 28. She really wanted you. No one does that by accident in a hot tub. Story 29. Hang on, you are almost there. It is going to get really fun in a couple of months. Story 30. Don't be so much of a doormat that you start to lose yourself. You are allowed to take up space. Do not feel like you need to compete with anyone else. Do what you want to do with your life. Comparison is the thief of joy. You are allowed to prioritize your needs too. Your empathetic and compassionate heart does not make you weak or emotional. It is your biggest gift. Use it wisely on those who will appreciate it. Learn to advocate for yourself and make yourself heard. Most importantly, you will be okay. Story 31. You are mentally ill. See a psychiatrist and start therapy. You are capable, lovable, and enough. You are limiting yourself by living a safe life and not taking any risks. Story 32. Buy Apple in 2000. Buy Amazon in 2010. Buy Bitcoin in 2012. Story 33. I would say, maybe do not let that 40-year-old man get you drunk. Yes, I was a virgin until that day. Story 34. 1. They do not think you are mature for your age. 2. Learn about compound interest. 3. Very few people in your life actually want what is best for you. Listen to your own conscience. 4. Weak minds will always seek easy targets. 5. You have as much of a right to be here as anyone else. 6. Watch how people act when you have good luck. It will reveal a lot of truth. Just brace yourself. Story 35. That girl in your art class is clearly interested in you. Go talk to her. Story 36. You have to let go of your fear. You are gay, you are non-binary, and you are a nerd. That combination is actually quite fun. Stop trying to hide it because everyone in your life is going to support you. There is nothing to be scared of. Story 37. Your mother's problems are not your responsibility. Take care of yourself. Story 38. The 40-year-old is not attractive to you because you are more mature than your peers. It is because he is a creeper who only wants your youth and beautiful body. Story 39. Get a Doctor of Philosophy degree in ornithology instead of Spanish. You will be much happier and healthier outside than inside. Also, do not work in fast food while you are in college. Sedentary work and easy calories lead to morbid obesity. Story 40. Try to find something that you are passionate about. Study it, stay dedicated, and build a career in it. From someone who has struggled to find career fulfillment. Story 41. You have the grit and determination to succeed at most things, so do not be afraid to take risks and make big moves. Everything works out because you make sure it does. Story 42. Obtain that college degree if not to gain an advantage in the capitalistic society we live in, then for the discipline that doing difficult tasks provides. Story 43. Get a prenuptial agreement and take out a loan to hire the best divorce attorney. Story 44. You know that website many older people use? MySpace is going to decline soon, and everyone will move to that new platform. Do not follow. Also, leave that girl now and run. Story 45. Choose the life you want. Do not blindly follow others, even if they are your parents. Story 46. The quicker you do the things that scare you, the more exciting and bigger your life will become. So, get comfortable being uncomfortable. Story 47. It may not look like much to you, but the progress we made in these 3 years means a lot to me. You stopped self-harming and wishing to die. I may not be in a happier place yet, but we aren't hurting like we used to. We got back into therapy and psychiatry, despite you believing we can sort this out ourselves. We cannot. There is only so much we can do without professional help. We finally got over her, too. We will still feel for her and miss the warmth and comfort of sleeping with another person. But the thought of her will no longer hurt you. She will only cross your mind when very specific things remind you of her. But most importantly, please, for the love of whatever is holy, hold on to the friends you have left. Loneliness and isolation are your worst enemies. Story 48. Date the girl you like and who likes you. Do not worry about social implications or waiting for the perfect girl to appear. Story 49. Get off Reddit. I remember reading these posts at 16 and looking for relevant advice. Now I am 30 and seeing the same thread again from the other side. For real, my biggest regret is the amount of time I spent on Reddit while I was younger. It is a really tough addiction to break, and I wish I had never started down this road. Habits are much more malleable when you are young. Story 50. Finish school and do not text her. Then you can enjoy a nice long career in music doing exactly what you want to do. Story 51. Do not worry. No one cares enough about you to hate you. Story 52. Do not go to university until you are at least 25 years old. 16 to 18-year-olds do not know enough to justify incurring significant debt for a degree that may have little value. Story 53. You are a good-looking guy. You should pay more attention to girls. Story 54. Do not be afraid of failure. Instead, think of it as a badge of effort and a source of useful information. Story 55. Stop smoking marijuana. Jesus, does being high all the time seem like healthy behavior? Foolish person. And then 16-year-old stone me would be like, that person from the future is unpleasant. Story 56. Starting is as important as finishing. One does not happen without the other. Story 57. Do not be afraid to ask people for advice and then listen to it. Story 58. You are a kid. Take chances. Talk to that girl you like. Skip class. Invite that classmate you play Xbox with to come over and play in person. Go to the mall and wander around. Just do not do nothing because you are scared, worried, or uncomfortable. If you want to do something, you should try to do it. Trust me, you will regret the things you thought of and did not try more than the things you did and were disappointed by the outcome. Story 59. You are going to be a disappointment, so live the life you want. Story 60. Choose yourself first instead of trying to please others. Story 61. Go to the gym and lift weights. You will like it much more than cardio and feeling bad about yourself. Also, if you have anxiety, you are not a failure in that regard. Story 62. Do not obsess over your weight. You are below normal weight. Do not think thin is better because magazines tell you so. Do not play down being smart and making good grades. Good friends lead to good choices. Story 63. You are going to meet a charming man who may not be as kind as he seems. You might fall in love if you date him, but he could hurt you. Decide now if it is worth it and plan accordingly. Story 64. Don't try too hard to fit in. Just stay true to who you are. A few years from now, you will find out who will stay no matter what. Story 65. Listen to the television. Do not do drugs. Do not even start. They ruined my 20s and set me back a decade. Story 66. Do not throw away that old laptop that had 14 Bitcoin you were using to buy acid. Story 67. Listen to your intuition and leave self-doubt behind. Stop worrying about others' opinions and trust your own judgment. Story 68. It is too late to tell my father not to go golfing that day. He was murdered when I was 13. Story 69. If you tell someone what is happening, he will end up in jail and he cannot kill your family. Story 70. You are not broken. You are not lazy, useless, or bad. It does get better, you will get better. Do not start drinking or vaping. Also, you are gay, so have fun with that. Story 71. Always ask out the best-looking girl or woman. They are just as afraid, and they don't get asked because they are good-looking. Story 72. Go to prom. One of your best friends wants to go with you, and you will spend the rest of your life regretting not taking this opportunity if you do not go with her. Story 73. Enjoy your grandparents and your parents. They will soon be gone. Story 74. Work on yourself before trying to fix someone else. Also, you cannot fix people. Story 75. Enjoy your young body and mind. Do not let insecurities bother you. Be careful what you eat, drink, and take as medicine. Heartbreak passes. Story 76. Invest in Bitcoin and Zoom stocks. Also, avoid entering serious relationships too quickly. Stay single until you are at least 25 years old. Story 77. Nothing because I am currently 16, but based on these comments, I have decided not to start smoking. Story 78. Enjoy where you are because after 16, all you will do is reminisce and wish you were that young again. Story 79. Buy Apple stock before 2007, then Amazon stock and Bitcoin. Story 80. Enjoy your life, just don't trust anyone except your parents. Story 81. You have attention deficit hyperactivity disorder and autism. Get diagnosed. I was diagnosed with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder at age 37 and autism at age 39. Story 82. If your instincts say it is a bad idea, it is probably a bad idea even if it comes from supposed adults. Story 83. Get to the dentist and fix those small issues. That would have saved 30,000. Story 84. Abandon the friends you have and reconnect with old friends who share a common bond. Story 85. Trust your gut and forget what other people say or think of you. Story 86. Spend more time with your friends and family, not just your girlfriend. She cheats on you, and you break up while your friends are leaving for college. Story 87. Take more risks. The safe option is not always the best option. Story 88. Next summer, after graduation, you will be working at a resort hotel in Orkney Springs, Virginia. There you will meet a 22-year-old Swedish woman. She is very attractive and interested in you. Go for it. I was 17 and naive. I did not understand that she was interested in me then. Now I do, and I am still kicking myself over that one. She was very attractive. Story 89. Relax. You are eventually going to connect with a girl, and it is not that big a deal. Story 90. Do not die. Life has small things worth living for through the pain. Do not harm yourself because even now my scars remain. Story 91. The voices will never leave, and there are still people in your world. Story 92. Stay away from your mother's best friend. Nothing good will come of this no matter how attractive you think she will be in 8 years. Start taking care of your body and lose weight now. Story 93. No matter how good it feels, do not get addicted to pornography and never masturbate more than 3 times a day. Story 94. Love yourself, buy gold, save some money. Social media platforms are full of misleading content. Story 95. Do not do drugs and waste countless years of your life getting clean. The fun times were not worth the years of hardship afterward. Story 96. Buy Bitcoin and start lifting weights. Your confidence will increase. Story 97. Love yourself and enjoy being a teenager. You are going to miss it. Story 98. Stop eating unhealthy food and at least take fiber supplements. Diverticulitis is no joke. Story 99. You are really good looking. Don't be shy, go for it. Life will never stop puzzling and confusing you, so just enjoy the ride. And do not get into a car in 3 years. Just skip cars entirely when you are 19 to be safe. Maybe even stay away from all vehicles that year. It will save you from decades of chronic pain. Story 100. Do not smoke cigarettes. There are other ways to gain social validation. Story 101. You are intolerant to garlic, so stop eating it and you will save yourself years of stomachaches. Also, you are not going to wait until marriage, so do not hesitate to have sex with the French girl. Story 102. Don't worry about others and their opinions. The biggest enemy in your life is yourself. Story 103. Do not make a big mistake. Think twice before you do anything. Story 104. I would tell myself to go to college and actually attend the classes. Being popular with friends you will ultimately lose within the next few years is not worth more than having an education. Stop trying so hard to keep people happy. If you do not like the person, do not agree to date them out of fear of hurting them. You will only hurt yourself dating someone who does not make you happy. Avoid Alex. He teaches that sustaining abuse in a relationship is not only normal but acceptable. He is a liar. Story 105. The best years of your life go by quickly before the challenges begin. The situation can change at any moment. So eat right, exercise, and choose wisely, not only for your family but ultimately for yourself. Story 106. You are loved. You are enough. Keep working towards your goals. Also, learn to be kind to people when they are struggling and do not expect the same from them. It will be all right. Do not be scared. Story 107. Do not date Martin. He is a sleazebag who will end up kicking you down the stairs, frequently throwing you to the ground by your neck and hair, and physically walking over you while screaming in your face that you are useless. Yes, you will dance on his grave when he dies. Story 108. Do not listen to anyone who claims to be your older self. They are a lunatic. Story 109. Your family's way of thinking is outdated and narrow-minded. Learn to think for yourself, conduct better research, and trust yourself. Story 110. Make more friends because you only have one right now. No reason why. Story 111. Start doing cardiovascular exercise or any sport. Appearance matters more than you think. Love yourself, you are better than you think. Story 112. I would say do not be a people pleaser. The opinions of others around you at different times in your life are not as important as you might think. Most of the people you meet will be fleeting moments in your life. Building a solid foundation of personal moral rules and coping techniques will be far more important than pleasing those around you. Story 113. Choose economics as a career, exercise regularly, invest in Apple stock and Bitcoin, and have children at 35 instead of 42. Story 114. Seek professional help. It will help you immensely. Do not trust that person. Trust yourself. Story 115. Break up with her and help her friend. She is in an unimaginably bad situation. Take care of your teeth. Dental work is very expensive. Story 116. The digital currency Bitcoin is being developed. Buy it when it becomes available. Even a few dollars can turn into millions. Those girls are flirting, not just being nice. Story 117. Do not make that one girl your girlfriend. Just be friends. She is unpredictable and may hurt you. Get into skateboarding. It is not as scary as you think. Your dream will come true. You will achieve everything you are working for. Do not give up, no matter what your family or anyone else says. Getting drunk will not make you happier. In fact, you are probably better off staying sober. Story 118. Insists on taking a music course. Do not go to university. Instead, attend an art academy. A degree does not bring you as far as you had hoped. Story 119. Lotto numbers, stock predictions, invest in real estate early, avoid college. Story 120. Move forward and never look back. Whether you act or not, time passes. Story 121. Do not stop your mother from having a relationship with that man. In 6 years, your father will be deceased, and that man will be a very wealthy businessman. Story 122. Do not go to college for game design. Start taking care of your body and try to stop taking Zoloft. Story 123. Do not date that girl and put actual effort into school. Story 124. When you graduate in 1 to 2 years, immediately enroll in university. Story 125. 1. Drink less. It hurts your memory and mental capacity. Spend more time with your loved ones instead. 2. Definitely study again. It is the best time of your life. 3. Invest in Bitcoin. Story 126. Act. Don't think. Take the guitar much more seriously than just noodling around. Run hills at Hester. Story 127. Be patient and be kind to yourself. Do not let anyone's opinions put you down. Only your opinion of yourself matters. Story 128. Buy sensible cars. You do not need to spend all your money fixing a beat-up 6.6 1970s Firebird. Story 129. Drop out. Get your General Educational Development Certificate. Visit the library and learn more about computers. Start your information technology career at 18, not 26. Stay with Julie, whom I am dating now at 54 and dated at 19. Discover this magical place called Coventry. Story 130. Save money and continue with the life plan I had when I decided to join the army. I need to save money for the future and avoid spending on useless things while serving. Then, I should tell myself not to go to college but to attend a trade school instead. I should also seek mental health help sooner than I did. Story 131. Do not feel like you have to accomplish everything. You do not have to show everyone that you are a perfectionist. Also, do not go to medical school. There are much easier jobs with more money. When you graduate high school, study abroad. Do not stay in your country. Finally, come here, you need a hug. You are doing great, and people will always say that you are special, which can be both good and bad. I love you. Story 132. Don't stress about everything you're doing. Start caring a little less about others and more about yourself. Story 133. Come out to your parents properly. They are going to take it much better than you think. Stop delaying your transition. Do not waste your time worrying about what other people will think of you. The dysphoria does not go away or get easier to tolerate. Getting on hormone replacement therapy is not impossible, and it is the single best decision you could make for yourself. You will be okay. Story 134. Learn some languages and do not fall for that boy's lies. He will try to ruin your life. Story 135. Do not overeat. Keep active. Seek help for depression sooner rather than later. Story 136. You and that girl are not going to make it. Focus on yourself, King. Story 137. Take a breath, man. You can change. Relax and ask out more girls. Story 138. Pursue that girl. Enjoy your friends. They often help you much more than family did. Thanks a bunch for sticking around till the end of the video. Remember to subscribe, and until next time, stay awesome and goodbye.